My name is Shu Toyama. I've always been incredibly good with computers, so I was working at a company as a programmer and system engineer. But recently, that company went under, so I've been looking for a new job. Not hired again. It's been 2 weeks since I've started going to the headhunters, but I haven't been able to find a single company willing to hire me. I'm always securing the interviews, but I always end up failing there. But I need to find my next job to survive. Alright, today is the day. But, I mean, this might also be a rejection too. People always fail me for the scar on my face. You've got excellent skills and your history's impeccable, but that scar on your face. I don't want to talk about how you look, but first impressions really make a difference, you know? So I think it's a little bit tough for us. I see. The old company I used to work at didn't care that I had a scar on my face, but it turns out that not everyone is as accepting as they are. I got the injury that led to the scar when I was a child. That was 18 years ago. I was in the 6th grade and on my way home from school when a truck came flying through the red light and I shoved the girl out of the path of the truck. Look out! I'm glad you're okay.
Are you okay? I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Afterwards, the girl and her parents showed up to my parents' house to thank us and apologize, but I didn't really understand what was going on at that age. I just remember a young girl giving me little thank you letters all the time. She seemed to be incredibly upset about the fact that she had led to me getting injured in my face, but I didn't blame her at all, and I was just glad that she was doing good. However, I did start getting messed with by those around me because of the scar on my face. I remember going to a theme park for a field trip and one of the group members said some horrible things about me.
Get the heck away from me, dude!
Afterwards, I slowly started getting hesitant to deal with people and I would often be messing around on my PC alone. I would eventually start really putting my back into studying programming and networking before I started learning new skills. Thanks to that invaluable experience, I found a job working in a computer-related field, but now I'm trying to find a new job to work at. I completely bombed the interview today too. I don't have any money either. I should just walk to the train station instead of taking the bus. Stop wobbling around like that. Get out of my way. Our CEO is coming right now. You're in the way. What the? I didn't understand what was happening, but I was shooed away to the side of the road. Shortly after that, a very blacked out limo stopped and a beautiful girl came out of the car. We have been expecting you, ma'am. Please, right this way.
It sure looked like you were getting in the way of a pedestrian. I will not accept any of that sort of behavior.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I had no intention of doing anything like that.
I'm so sorry for the horrible behavior that one of my employees has displayed towards you, sir.
Oh, it's okay. That woman looked at the scar on my face for a second and froze in place. I'm sorry for surprising you. I'm sure that anyone would be surprised after seeing this.
No.
Alright, well, excuse me.
Sure.
I'm used to people being surprised by this scar already, so I wasn't really surprised by her reaction at all. But man, I don't even have the money to ride a freaking bus, but there are people in this world that travel by limo, so this world really is something else. I mean, there's no point in comparing the two of us. I'm just going to do whatever I can. I continue to work hard and try to find a new job, but I continue to fail at every single formal employee interview. I really wanted to work in IT in some kind of computer-related field, but my already low savings were dwindling, so I wasn't able to pick and choose anymore. I decided to find a part-time job as a janitor to stay afloat. I may not be able to be a formal employee, but I managed to get a job part-time. Talk about a lifesaver. After getting hired by a janitorial service company, I would visit various office buildings that were hired by said company to clean them. That was my one job. I have a few places that I'm meant to clean up, but today I'm going to be working at Scotto, one of the biggest corporations that I'm tasked to handle. After I finish here, I need to clean the bathrooms. Huh? Are you that guy from that one time you were on the road? Huh? Oh, it's that guy that was yelling at me the other day on the road. I see. He's an employee at Scotto. You're still managing to get in the way, huh? Get the hell out of the way! Sorry, sir. And do you realize that I was chewed out by the CEO because of you that day? She said that I was not to cause problems to those around me. Sorry about that. How are you going to take responsibility for that? I think it's kind of your own fault, though.
Huh? Wait, are you?
Ma'am? Huh? Wait, this lady's the same lady from...
Do you remember me?
Yes, of course I remember you. Sorry about the other day. I didn't realize that you were the CEO of Scotto.
No, that's not what I mean. I think that you saved my life at one point. About 18 years ago.
18 years ago? Wait, are you the girl that I pushed out of the way of the truck?
I was curious from the last time I ran into you. I knew that it was you. I knew I wasn't mistaken.
Then, are you Eri-san?
Yes! Thank you so much for saving my life.
At the time, I saw that the name that was written on the letters from her at the time were all 80. We didn't reach out to each other after that, so I didn't know what happened to her later on. I didn't realize that she'd become the freaking CEO of a corporation of this scale.
We're both at work right now, so if you don't mind, would we be able to see each other later on? Maybe after work?
Of course, sure. You really don't need to meet up with this janitor, ma'am.
Why would you say that to my savior? And you've been rude towards him again, haven't you, Ibaro-no-san? I'll need to have a word with you later.
Ma'am? I found out later, but his name is... And he's the kind of man that came on strong towards the weak and weak towards the strong. That night, I met up with Aihara-san at a nearby restaurant. I can't believe that you're the CEO of a big-time corporation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the company that I made though. My father started this company about 10 years ago, and I inherited it from him. My father is now working hard on his new company now, so... What kind of work do you do, Toyama-san?
Well, things aren't going too well right now. I told her that up until recently. I was working as a systems engineer and a programmer, but that company went under and I was in the market for a job now. For a job, or how I wasn't able to find a normal job position and ended up finding this position in my part-time job. I told her everything. Really, I want to work with a PC in some kind of formal position, but it's been a little difficult for me.
Well then, how about you try taking our mid-career hire exam, huh?
Huh? For Scotto?
The only reason I'm where I am today is thanks to you, saving my life. If there's anything I can do, I want to do it.
I didn't tell her that the scar on my face was one of the main reasons that I couldn't pass the interviews, but she seemed to have read between the lines to figure it out.
Our company is actually right in the middle of looking for a systems engineer whose focus is on cybersecurity. It's a job that mostly just monitors network environments and makes sure everything is going smoothly. What do you think? The position is a formal position, of course.
I think that I've had experience in that kind of role, and I would be happy to be able to work around PCs again. If you'd at least allow me to take your exam, I would really appreciate it. Later, I was able to pass the entrance exam with flying colors, and I even passed Aihara-san's interview as well. I was hired and assigned the role of admin in the systems department.
I look forward to seeing your work.
And I look forward to working with you, ma'am. I'm so excited! I get to work at Scotto from now on. Huh? Wait, am I happy because I get to work with computers, or is it because I'm with Ayada-san? Afterwards, I used my expertise in PC skills by really burying myself in my job. The bug that has been happening from this morning has already been patched and fixed. I've already figured out what the issue was and made sure to fix it so that it doesn't happen again. I'll type up a report detailing the whole thing later.
I'm so glad you're here with us, Toyama-san.
But Tsukio Ibaruno didn't like that I was doing a great job at all. You better not get so full of yourself just because you're doing a little good at work, huh? I don't think I'm full of myself or anything. Besides, you're a freaking newbie. You should be talking to the CEO. You really want to get closer to her when you're just a newbie? You need to stop. I'm only talking to her about stuff that is absolutely necessary for our work and... Hang on. Are you trying to get with the CEO? The CEO is mine, so you better not be trying to make any moves, huh? What? I'm going to marry her and eventually inherit this company. That's basically the only reason that I became her secretary to begin with. I've been working hard to make sure that the CEO likes me. You better not get in my way now. And don't get so full of yourself just because you got a little PC skills. Most of that crap that you do, I can do just as well as you. He is definitely someone who doesn't hold back at all with what he says. But I mean, it would seem like there's no point in me arguing with him anyway, so I'm just gonna let it go. One day... Huh? Hacking?
It's not like there were any real victim yet, but... I feel like someone is trying to break into my computer. I find traces of someone trying to hack my PC. The other day, my home speaker at my house was also hijacked. I feel like someone is just trying to pry their way into my private life. So, I'm so scared.
Well, that's unsettling.
This is the access log. When I think that someone was trying to break in. I am actually having Ibaruno-san work on how to prevent this from happening.
Can I take a better look at that real quick? You really shouldn't be showing that to people willy-nilly, ma'am.
What do you mean? He's our cybersecurity officer.
This kind of screen contains important classified information. Showing this screen can actually lead to that kind of information being leaked out.
Really? Sorry about that.
If there's anything that I can help you with, please just let me know.
Thank you.
Oh, come on, buddy. This job was given to me directly by the CEO herself, so there's no point in some random newbie trying to pry. I'll protect you from any kind of suspicious access attempts, so please don't worry, ma'am. Ibaruno-san must be really upset that I'm invading his job position at all. But that screen, I only caught a glance of it, but I'm a little curious. I'm going to dig a little bit when I get the time. But not only did I not get time, I was suddenly even more busy than before. The end system that we had suddenly began to have problems, and I was busy trying to handle it. This is rough. Each problem isn't that big of a problem in and of itself, but when there are this many happening all at once, it's tough. But it's almost like all these are intentionally happening right now. Like it was all calculated.
Toyama-san, how is it going?
The strange systems trouble continued to occur over the next few days. Thanks to that, I worked late every single day, but for some reason, I was still extremely motivated. Alright, just one more push again today. I have to work hard for Ayahara-san, who really trusted me to take care of this company. Huh? Ma'am? I thought you were going to be going straight home from the meeting with our clients.
That was the plan, but I was just so curious about you, Toyama-san. You must be so incredibly busy every day.
Huh? She was worried about me?
Is there something I can help you out with?
Well, let me think.
Oh, right. I can't because I don't have any IT skills. Sorry for asking an awkward question.
Oh, I'm just glad that you're willing to ask. Knowing that you're rooting for me is enough to blow away any fatigue. Afterwards, all of the problems finally calmed down and the systems department was once again relatively peaceful. Phew, I finally got through it. Now I need to figure out why it happened and prevention. A few days later, I was meeting up with Aihara-san about something. Then... This is where you are, ma'am. I actually have something that I need to talk to you about. What's going on?
I'm in the middle of a meeting, so we can talk about whatever you want to talk about later.
Well, it's better if we talk about it sooner. The sooner the better.
Huh?
It's about Toyama-san here. I kept thinking to myself that he doesn't have what it takes to be working here. When he showed up at the systems department is right around the time all of these troubles have started up. I don't know how to put it, but I don't think he's able to do his job. We're a big-time corporation. I'm not sure we should keep someone like him here.
I was actually a little curious because of the problems that have been coming up recently.
Right? I'm so glad we're on the same page, ma'am.
That's why I asked Toyama-san for a detailed investigation into this whole ordeal.
Huh? Investigation? After conducting a thorough research, I was able to find out that you were the one behind all this. You had set up small traps around in the house system to cause a huge ruckus. What? What the hell are you talking about? You were trying to frame me, right? This is all the proof I need. I was digging and found this log. Your account is absolutely involved in all of these problems that have been occurring. If you're good with computers, you should know that this is pretty concrete evidence. Huh?
I was just receiving situation report from Toyama-san. I didn't think that you would actually mess with the in-house system on purpose to cause problems.
No, you're misunderstanding. I was trying to fix the system in my own way, and that might have led to the problems down the line, but it really wasn't on purpose. You need to just give up. What? You're also the one that was trying to pry into the CEO's private life as well, right, Ibarone-san? Huh? Of course not! I only caught a glance of the screen when she showed me, but I was curious to see if that data was potentially your doing. You figured all that out in one split second? It looked like you were going through several overseas VPNs to hide your footsteps, but if you just trace it back, you'll always be able to find the original source. I kept running back into your laptop, Ibarone-san.
Why would you do that?
It's because I like you, ma'am. I'm planning on getting married to you in the future, so I think it's important that I know every single aspect of your personal life.
Huh? That's terrifying.
Please, don't be so scared. There isn't a single person in this world that's as good as me to protect you. Do you really think that someone who's willing to dig into someone's private life without their permission is just going to get away with it? And it's not even just online. You use your job position to go in and out of the CEO's office. You tried to mess with their personal belongings. There were several employees who witnessed you, so we know everything. You can't just say that you like her and use that as an excuse to get away with all your actions. Someone saw me? But I mean, you don't have to be so tough. What are you talking about? This is a huge problem.
I think that you're the one that needs to be leaving this company, Ibarone-san.
But... Ibarone-san tried his best to talk his way out of it, but of course, no one listened. He was fired and chased out of the company.
You protected me again, didn't you? I feel really safe when I'm around you, Toyama-san. Will you continue to stay around me from now on too?
Oh, of course. If there's any work for me to be done, then I will absolutely.
No, I don't mean it like that. I like you so much. Is that a problem with you?
By the way, Ibarone-san's bad reputation spread far and wide. He was now struggling to find a new job. No. As for me, Airi and I made our way to a theme park for a date. There were so many shiny and fancy couples. Kinda scary. Oh, wait. Came here on a field trip once, I think. Hey, do you want me to walk a little far away from you?
Huh? Why would you do that?
Well, you know, I've got this scar, so I figured you wouldn't want to walk with me.
Course not. This scar is proof that you protected me. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Yuto Nanjo. I've been working at Koi Labo Corp located in Tokyo for a long time. I understood the content very well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Today, I'm having a business meeting with my client, Miharu Kaeda, who's the person in charge. I've met her many times, but she's very beautiful every time I see her. And when I'm with her, I feel comfortable and calm for some reason. A week later, I moved back to my hometown away from Tokyo. Due to special circumstances, I'll be working back here starting next month because of my job. This town has changed so much. Buildings are being built one after another on lands that used to be vacant back then. And that place full of nostalgia should also be. I wonder how Michan is doing now. Right around that time, my high school reunion was being held in my hometown. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to participate because I was too busy if I was still in Tokyo. So, I'm lucky it happened at this timing. I got to meet everyone. It's already been 10 years since we graduated.
Huh? Is that you, Yuto?
Charo, Hiroyuko. These two are Charo Karui and Gyaruko Chorizo. And they used to be bad boys and girls at school who looked down on me whenever they had a chance to. They used to date in high school and apparently they got married after they graduated.
You came back to your hometown, which means... Let me guess, were you regulated?
You're living a lame life just like before.
I wasn't regulated.
Everyone will soon find out. There's no need to hide. If you weren't regulated, why would a guy who worked in Tokyo come back to your hometown?
Or maybe he was dumped by his girlfriend over there and he felt too awkward to stay there.
In any case, he's lame.
The only place he can find a job around here is at our factory, right?
Yeah, but I bet you wouldn't even be hired.
Chirao Gyaruko works at a factory owned by the local company, Sukato Corp. Sukato Corp is a company that manufactures IT material. Chirao's father works as a factory director, so they got in using connections.
Oh, by the way, our company was merged into a large corporation, so I think we'll be treated even better as employees.
I'm sorry, we're the only ones having a good time while you're hitting rock bottom.
I was looking forward to many reunions back in my hometown, but I'm getting worried about my future here. I was able to enjoy the atmosphere of the reunion party, but I was feeling smug meeting the two who I felt uncomfortable being around. The weekends were over, and it was Monday already. Hello, everyone.
Huh? Yuto?
Why are you here?
Did you change jobs and join our factory? If so, I'll boss you around as much as I want.
Well, I did change jobs, but...
Mr. Nanjo, let me show you around.
Oh, Chief. Sorry to ask you for your time, although you're busy. Thank you very much.
I see. You're having your training session because it's your first day. I'm looking forward to working with you in the future.
After that, Chief explained to me how to complete my task and showed me around the factory for about an hour. And then...
Now we would like to introduce our new CEO. Huh?
New CEO? Is Yuto?
I had the pleasure to become the CEO of Sukado Corp. I'm Yuno Nanjo. Nice to meet you. Actually, Kaeda, who I've been having a meeting with in Tokyo, is an employee of Sukado Corp. Koilabo Corp, the company I worked for, merged Sukado into their management as their subsidiary. And I was chosen to be the CEO of Sukado Corp. So, here I am back in my hometown. From now on, Kaeda would support me as my secretary.
I can't believe Yuto is the CEO!
If you were gonna be the CEO, why didn't you tell us at the reunion?
How can I tell you before the official announcement? That day, Kaeda and I went to eat dinner at the outskirts of town, also to have a business meeting there. I feel so comfortable being around her as always. Why am I feeling this way? Is it because I'm developing feelings for her? By the way, I heard you're a year younger than me. Have you always lived in this town?
I used to live here for a short time before I entered elementary school, but I moved to another town after a quick stay. After I graduated university, I came back to this town because of my job.
I see. If she was a year younger than me, I thought we might have been at the same school. But if she moved before entering elementary school, I guess we've never met each other.
How about you?
I grew up in this town until I graduated high school. I have a lot of memories here, especially here.
Huh? Here? This restaurant?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm sorry I got off track. We're having a business meeting, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. Firstly, I want you to take a look at this document.
Kaeda is a great worker even as a secretary. Thanks to her, I get to work smoothly.
What is it? You don't have to hold private meetings with each of us.
I want to know how everyone's doing at the factory too. If there's anything you realized, feel free to tell me anything.
There's nothing.
You seem to be energized being the CEO. But don't forget that you're a newbie here. If you're a newbie, just shut up and follow what your seniors say.
Absolutely.
Can you do something about the way you talk? We used to be classmates at school, but I want to separate our relationship from our work.
Don't be so stubborn, man.
I got a bit worried about their attitudes, so I kept a close eye on their behavior at work. But they always acted like they were better than everyone and seemed to be causing trouble to the other factory employees.
I thought you two were in charge of the cleaning today.
I don't feel like it.
We're going home.
What? Wait!
If this goes on, the atmosphere of the workplace isn't good, and I bet everyone won't be motivated to work. I have to make this place a more comfortable and stress-free company.
Sir, how is the private meetings going?
We don't get many chances to hear from each employees, so I'm learning a lot.
I see. If there are any problems, please feel free to tell me.
Okay. I had some worries, but I also did my best to expand the number of clients as the CEO. Thanks to that, the operation of the company was going well. I guess the reason why I'm able to focus on my work is because Kaeda is always there to support me as my secretary. Kaeda, thanks for your hard work every day.
No, it's me who has to thank you. After you joined our company, it's much more lively here, and it's as if the company was reborn as something new. So I wanted to be a bigger help.
Kaeda. Before, when we ate out together, we would usually just talk about our work even if it wasn't during our work hours. But nowadays, we would also talk about our private life and have some small talk.
By the way, you told me you had a lot of memories at this restaurant.
Huh? Oh, not exactly this restaurant. This place before this restaurant was built.
Huh?
This place used to be vacant when I was a child. Back then, I was a quiet kid, so I had some difficulty getting along with my friends. I would always play here alone. But soon, a girl who was around the same age as me also started coming here alone. And soon we grew closer to each other, and we played together often. But then the girl suddenly told me one day,
My dad's company is gone, so I have to move far away. We got to be friends, but
"We won't see each other again? I don't want that."
me too. I'll give this to you. Thank you for playing with me.
Like that, she gave me a toy ring. I think it was her treasure. And since then, she stopped coming to the vacant lot. I guess her family moved to another town so that her father can find a new job. I was still a child, but I felt my town was going obsolete as more people left this place. This town was doing better. If her father's company didn't go out of business, I thought maybe she wouldn't have had to leave town. After that, I went to Tokyo to go to university and found a job there after graduation. But I was always thinking about how my hometown was slowly going obsolete. So, I think it's a special opportunity that I got chosen to manage the local company of Sukado Corp. So, I hoped of making more available jobs in my hometown and to make this town a more energetic place. I want to do my best in my own ways. Oops, sorry. I think I talked too much.
What was her name?
I don't know her real name, but I used to call her Michan.
Are you Yukun?
Huh? Yes? She used to call me Yukun. But how do you know?
Are you really Yukun?
Huh? What? Are you Michan?
Yes.
Huh? Kaeda's full name is Miharu Kaeda. Right. I didn't know her full name back then, but she was called Michan because her real name is Miharu.
That ring brings back so much nostalgia. That used to be my treasure back then. When I imagined not being able to see you anymore, I wanted you to have it. I thought that way we would always be connected. I really never wanted to go away. So I was wondering what Yukun might be doing now. Oops, I'm sorry. I called my CEO Yukun.
No, it's okay. I'm really happy we got to meet again, Michan. Since then, we started to hang out sometimes in our private life as well. When we meet apart from our work, we would call each other Yukun and Michan like we used to back then. By the way, Miharu left the town when she was very young, so she didn't realize that the restaurant was built on the land we used to play at until I told her about it. Soon after, we started dating. Now Miharu was my important partner at work and my precious girlfriend at the same time. It's been so long since I rowed a boat. I don't have much experience.
You're doing well.
But if it's too hard for you, how about we go on a banana boat next time? We don't have to row our boat.
That's a very different boat, but it sounds fun.
While my private life was going well, a new problem arose at work.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm asking you to give us a pay raise. Come on, we're classmates.
I can't give you a pay raise just because of that.
Why? You're so stingy.
Okay, let's do this. Make me the factory director.
Huh? Huh?
If you can't give me a pay raise, at least do that for me.
If you become a factory director, you also get a pay raise. You killed two birds with one stone. Chihiro, you're so smart, as expected.
A factory director all of a sudden? Stop this nonsense. First of all, your father works as the factory director.
They went easy on me because Dad works as the factory director, but he's been annoying recently and gets in my way. So I think it's about time I take over his spot. Generational change, you know? I'll be the factory director starting tomorrow. Thanks, man.
That's impossible.
Huh? You sure about going against me? Yeah, I'll tell everyone about that.
About what?
Oh, are you talking about that?
If your failures get known by the public, I'll bet you'll no longer be able to keep your position as the CEO.
What is he talking about?
Oh, are you getting nervous?
Huh?
You better listen to what I say before you embarrass yourself. We have proof as well.
What is it? What are they talking about?
Hey, what are you two arguing about?
Oh, Miss Kaeda. Just the right timing. Yeah, I'll tell you his darkest secrets.
What? Wait!
He fell down during the race at our elementary school sports festival.
Huh? So lame.
He was coincidentally in that video that Dad filmed. Do you want to see the video as proof, huh?
How come a guy like him could be the CEO? I always knew he was clumsy.
How is it? If you don't want me to spread this story about you to everyone, you better follow my orders. Or you'll lose your dignity as the CEO.
Nah, I don't mind if you spread the story.
Hey, don't act so strong.
You can cry as much as you want, like you used to back then.
Why would I cry? No, maybe you're the ones who want to cry.
Huh? Why?
What do you mean?
I bet you both know very well what I'm talking about. Just the right timing. Take a look at this. Like that, I took out the documents that summarize the opinions gathered by the factory employees. Just like how I had a private meeting with Charo and Giraruko, I interviewed the other staffs about the current situation as well. Then, many staffs complained about Charo and Giraruko. Looks like you were doing whatever you want. You slack off at work, you secretly borrow money from your colleagues and never return them. You brought some equipment home from the factory without permission, and report the money you spent for fun as official expenses. I heard a lot about you one after another.
What's the big deal? I'm the son of the factory director, so it's my privilege.
The factory director, who was his father, knew what he was doing. But because he was his son, he was going easy on them. He did tell him to stop. Nothing changed much. It was all pushed under the carpet at the end. And the other staffs were struggling not being able to tell anyone about it. Just then, I became the CEO and started having private meetings with everybody. So they all decided to take the chance and told me about it.
They're really gonna kick us out. I'm telling Dad about this.
You still haven't been here long, and the person who's actually in charge of this factory is Charo's dad.
You don't want to have a problem with the factory director at this important timing. Oh, Dad! You're here at the right timing.
Factory director.
I've heard everything.
And that'll save us some time. Do something about him. He's a newbie, yet so rude.
I sincerely apologize for spoiling my son and daughter-in-law. I believe they will change one day. Looking at their behavior, I realize that we cannot let this go on any longer. I'll let you take this matter in your hands. The decision is up to you, sir.
Huh?
Hey, Dad!
And I would also like to resign, taking responsibility of what I've done.
What are you saying? I thought you backed me up. You don't... No, Mr. CEO. I'm sorry for using some harsh words just now. I don't mean to have a fight with you. So let's forget about everything that happened now and maintain a good relationship, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's the undeniable truth that you've been causing trouble to the other employees. I won't push it under the rug this time.
Please?
In the end, Tarao's father persuaded him, and both he and his wife decided to quit their jobs. And after this incident, Tarao's mother also left his father, and they eventually got a divorce. Now that the bad reputation had spread across the town, they couldn't stay here any longer and disappeared as if running away. After that, Mr. Yamano, who has been working at this factory for a long time, became the new factory director. Mr. Yamano, I'm counting on you.
Yes! I hope to make a workplace where everyone can work comfortably.
Mr. Yamano has been working as the chief, and everyone trusts him, so I think he's a great choice. What is it, Yu-kun? You said you had something important to tell me.
I wanted to return it to you.
Return what?
The ring you gave me back then. It's this.
Huh?
Would you marry me?
Yes.
25 years since we met here that day. We became a married couple. I was even more motivated at work. My private life was also filled with happiness. And a year had passed since we got married. It's been a year since we went on our honeymoon. How about we travel somewhere again? How about we ride a banana boat in the tropical island? It'll probably be a lot of fun being shaken off the boat.
I'll pass this time.
Huh? Why?
Because I have a baby.
Really?
Yes, the doctor told me when I visited the hospital this morning.
Really? I see. We're having our baby. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. It used to be the two of us. We'll make a happy family of 3 from now on.
My name is Leo Kumagaya. I'm 26 years old. I work at a travel company called Scotto Co. Limited in the sales department, and I just finished up my business meeting, but I couldn't get the deal again. How many times is this already? That's right. You can say that I'm super shy with how not good I am dealing with people, and I'm also very awkward, so I have almost never secured a deal in my career. I'm sure that Chief Shitani is just going to throw all the possible nagging at me that he possibly could once I get back into the office. After getting back to work, you really are just, you know? Sorry, sir. This man who is doing his utmost to express displeasure is the department chief of sales department, Miteru Shitani-san. He's always mocking me for getting the lowest sales record and treating me like I'm a slave. You may not be surprised to know I don't like him. It's so tough having a useless employee. Puts all the work on me. Just don't drag me down, huh? Chief Shitani is actually incredibly good at his job, so the higher-ups actually really like him, which means that I couldn't say anything about his behavior either. I'm going to be publicly executed again next month during the announcements for our sales records. I never get used to this. The day of the announcement. I knew it! You were at the bottom of the rankings, Kumagaya-kun. Thank you for always being so predictably horrible. Thank you for the onslaught of backhanded sarcastic comments as usual. You know, there really is no difference between you being here and not being here. You should just go to a different department, I think. Yeah, I guess so. My coworkers would try to cover for me, but it just made me feel even more guilty than before. That day, I worked with what felt like a massive 2-ton boulder on my back. I can't do sales. I knew it. I wonder why I was placed into sales anyway.
Hey there, Kamagaya-kun! What's going on? You got that I just got chewed out look on your face.
This is someone I knew from school, Mari Usami-san. At the time, we were both in the same culture fair council, so we started hanging out more often. Now she works as a project lead in the Scotto Co. Limited planning department. She may look a little floaty and out of it, but she's actually got excellent leadership skills. Oh man, well, I just got the lowest grade on my sales again.
Is that annoying boss being a sarcastic prick to you again?
Well, I've always had communication issues, you know? I was called a geek and nerd at 15, so I really don't think I'm well suited to be a salesperson.
Seems like you cut really deep, huh? Hey, I've been talking to you about this before, but would you be interested in coming to the planning department? I've known that you're an incredible person from when we were in high school, and I've been telling other people in my department that I would really appreciate you coming here.
I mean, that's a nice suggestion, but
I really don't want to see you get hurt anymore already. If you stay in the sales department, I can guarantee that you're going to get hurt.
wow, she's so freaking close. You can't look at me like that. How can I say no to eyes like that? But she's not wrong at all. I'll think about it, okay? After thinking about it, I decided that I would want to transfer, so I sent in a transfer request to the planning department. Chief Shitani said that he was finally relieved of all this heavy weight he had to carry around with a shit-eating grin on his face. Honestly, it didn't bother me at all. If anything, I felt really good about this. A few days later, I'm going to be working here in the planet department starting today. My name is Leo Kumagaya. I've still got a lot to learn, but nice to meet you all.
Huh? You're kidding! You really came to my department to work? I'm so happy!
Huh? I'm really not that big of a deal. I didn't realize that they would be this welcoming of me.
I've been so surprised at how well you plan your projects from when we worked together with the sales department.
That's right! You would always come up with incredible cutting-edge and innovative contract plans. I think the reason that the planning department started getting praise was because you were around, Kumagaya-kun.
Thank you so much, everyone.
That's why, as long as we've got your ideas, you're as good as 100 employees. Let's all work together to get this department soaring!
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to give it my all. Starting the next day, we started working on a new project with regards to a brand new vacation project.
But inflation is sky high right now, so it would be nice to provide a cheaper alternative route to go on vacation.
But I think a lot of the super affordable plans were already provided, and a lot of people would be bored with it. But that doesn't mean that we should just go crazy and go over budget for the customers.
Hey, how about we go for a cruise trip? That's what all the hype is about nowadays.
That's a wonderful idea, but I feel like any plan involving cruise ships is going to be too expensive for our client base. It's going to be at least 1K just to go around Japan.
I suppose a regular cruise is going to be marketed toward the wealthy, but what I am thinking of is a specific trip where blippity blue blah.
That's such a wonderful idea. I think that if we go with that idea, then a lot of average families and students will also have a lot of fun with it.
It's definitely something that hasn't been done before, but I think it's going to be worth a try.
Yes, if we just figure out the needs of our clients and come up with services that answer those needs, I think it'll be quite popular.
All right, then it's been decided. Let's get into market research. Let's go, team! Whoa! Whoa!
Afterwards, we started digging deep into market research and announced a cruise plan that was incredibly affordable, unlike anything that was seen before. As a result, a lot of students and young adults, along with families with kids, were able to try it out. It was even taken up on the news show.
Great job, Kumagaya-kun. The project that you drummed up is actually doing a lot better than our projections. I knew that I wasn't wrong about you.
Oh, please. The only reason that the cruise was such a success was because of you and all the other workers in our department. I didn't do...
Oh my god. You're the one person that was able to make Culture Fair into something incredible. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Not only did you think of the students, but you considered people that weren't a part of the school as well, so that they could have fun too. You thought of all those events and stores.
I do like to see when people are happy or enjoying themselves with something.
I think that kind of pure and innocent motive is really important, actually. I think that kind of feeling really brought in customers as well, Kumagaya-kun. Back then, as well as now.
You're the only person that's keeping that close of an eye on me, Usami-san.
You know that I personally took a liking to you, right? And besides, now it's just not me. Everyone in the planning department knows how incredible you are.
Right. I'm so happy that everyone in the planning department is so friendly. She's so freaking close to me right now.
Oh yeah, how about we go on a casual vacation to celebrate our project being a huge success, huh? We can just go into the hot springs, eat some good food, and really enjoy ourselves.
Wow, it's been so long since I've been on vacation. I haven't been able to go on any trips at all recently. Alright, then it's decided. Let's go together next Saturday, huh? The day of the vacation.
Wow, this looks really good. Let's eat some together.
That sounds good. Let's go order.
Excuse me, we'd like 2 of this, please. Ah, it's so good. There's something special about fresh fish. My cheeks are melting off.
Ah, my heart is the thing that's melting right now. She's like a freaking hamster right now. She's so cute. Wait, no. You got too many pieces of rice on your mouth, Usami-san. Alright, there we go. All pretty again.
Sorry. I just kind of get a little excited when I go out on vacation or events.
Oh, it's totally fine. I'm used to it.
Huh?
Do you not remember? When we were going around the culture fair together, you were running around like a little girl or something.
Oh yeah, I remember. And here I was, supposed to be your older classmate.
Oh, please, I was totally fine with it. In fact, I'd like seeing the gap between how reliable and good you were compared to you when you were just hanging around and having fun at the fair. I was so happy to see you having so much fun and being cute.
Oh, you were looking at me like that, huh?
Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
You like me a little too much, don't you? Well then, how about we go out then?
Come again? Hang on just a second.
Just kidding. Obviously, I'm just joking.
Oh, come on. Please stop messing with me like that.
But you're so cute when you're all embarrassed. I've always wanted to mess with you.
I guess you were known for being a big teaser. It's so bad for my heart.
Sorry. I'll take you to a really nice hot spring with an incredible view as a sorry. And I'll pay.
Oh, come on. I couldn't.
I said it was fine, so it's fine.
Whoa! I'm holding hands with her right now. She's so soft. My heart is freaking pounding. However, a few days later... good morning, Kumagaya-kun. You look like you're able to handle anything that's thrown your way today. Good morning. Is there something wrong? Oh, come on. You don't need to be so alarmed. I brought you some good news, buddy. Could you tell me the details? Well, I'm here to bring you back to the sales department. Come again? That cruise project, man, that was something else. I didn't realize that you had it in you to plan something that incredible. Thank you for your compliments. It was thanks to everyone helping me out. That's why I want you to come back to work with us. Use those skills for us. I really appreciate the offer, but I'm already working in the planning department. What? Are you still upset about the fact that I was being a little rude to you? Well, then I can ask the higher-ups to raise your salary to twice what it was working here. I've been raking in favors for them, so I'm sure they'd be more than happy to pay me back like that. I don't really need that.
Shitani-san, that story sounds a little too good to be true, don't you think? I know for a fact that you weren't treating him too kind when he was in the sales department.
Who the hell are you? This is between him and I. You stay out of it.
I don't care if it's between you two. If you don't leave the department, I'm going to report everything that you've done up until this point, including this, to the CEO himself.
You little girl. So full of yourself. Just you watch. That spooked me so bad. Thank you, Usami-san.
Oh, it's fine. It's the senpai's job to protect their lovely team members.
But if he does something to you because of me, then...
Oh, come on, don't worry about it. I'm sure that he won't be interested in doing anything after he's warned that much by me.
Usami-san, please talk to me if anything happens to you. And don't hesitate. I'm not exactly the most reliable, but I want you to be able to help. But I want to be able to help you out.
Thank you. All right, let's get back to work, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. I felt something really bad was brewing, but I decided to just focus on what needed to be done. However, a few days later... What's going on with Usami-san? Your face is so pale.
Oh, sorry, nothing.
Of course it's not nothing. What happened?
I'm facing disciplinary action. The higher-ups suddenly told me out of the blue, and I have to stay home for a while.
I don't believe it, but you've done nothing wrong at all.
Well, blibbly blue blah.
Apparently there was a rumor going around that Usami-san was trying to seduce an MLE client of ours and try to get confidential information from him. The higher-ups all questioned her. Of course she had no recollection of ever doing such a thing, so she tried to explain, but they didn't want to listen at all.
I told them there had to be some kind of mistake, but then they said there was some kind of proof or something. They just didn't listen to anything I had to say.
That's horrible. That photo might have been fake too.
Do you believe me, Kumagai-kun?
Of course I do. I know that you're hardworking and very kind. Everyone in the department knows that. So I'm going to prove your innocence. I swear to you. You've been supporting me through thick and thin this whole time, so now it's my turn to do the same. Please, rest easy.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, can you tell me where those rumors came from?
Well, apparently...
Huh? The person I suspected was both expected and also someone unexpected, and after work. Chief Shitani, is it true that you spread rumors about Usami-san doing something when you had no proof at all? What are you talking about? You claim it to be rumors, but it's factual. Please don't be coy with me. Do you realize how hurt she was because of your careless actions? It's her own fault that this all happened. You understand? This prick. He framed her and he's going to act like this? But first I have to ask something. So I heard that there was a photo that proved her behavior? I would really appreciate it if you could show me that photo. You're a persistent one. Here, this is it. Huh? This photo is... What do you think? She's not going to be able to talk her way out of this one. Your well-respected senpai. Sure is a horrible twisted succubus, that one. What the hell is that look on your face? You look like an evil person. It's not like you. Well, I actually know this man. I'm going to go talk to this man about this photo, okay? Later.
Tani-kun, how dare you do something this twisted and horrible?
No, you don't understand, sir. I really thought... That's right. The person that she was talking to was my uncle. After I saw that photo, I immediately contacted my uncle and he confirmed that they were just talking about a contract and other clerical stuff. My uncle is married and has kids, so the only feelings he's got for Usami is strictly professional.
You realize what you've done is complete slander, right? Kumagaya-kun was able to salvage the situation this time, but you were about to destroy the lives of two completely innocent people!
Can you explain to me why you did such a thing? I need to know why.
'Cause you dare talk back to me!
Apparently he didn't like that Usami argued against him. He wanted to get back at her, so he followed her around for a few days and saw her getting along with my uncle and smiling. He thought that this was it and took a photo before making all of what was going on. The higher-ups owed Chief Shitani a lot as well, so they didn't even bother fact-checking. They just believed what he said. You really did that to her just for talking back to you. She's the one that saved me in this company.
What do you mean by that?
I told everyone there exactly what kind of behavior Chief Shitani had towards me.
How much do you need to disrespect people before you're satisfied?
But he really is kinda useless.
Kumagaya-kun's planning skills is very good. You know that too, right?
I'm so terribly sorry for not noticing this whole time. I will make sure to check everything that has been done and justice will be served. Come on, Shitani-kun, you need to apologize as well.
I'm terribly sorry. Afterwards, Chief Shitani was taken away by the CEO and never showed up again.
Kumagaya-kun, thank you for helping me out.
You don't need to be thanking me, honestly. I was just doing my best to get revenge too.
Oh, please. If you didn't act like that, then who knows where I'd be right now.
Usami-san,
That's why I'm going to take you for drinks today, and we're going to drink it up.
huh? Come on. This is where I should be celebrating for you. You must be tired after everything.
No. This is your project lead ordering you.
Afterwards, Chief Shitani was facing disciplinary action for his horrible compliance issues. It was a huge problem in the office. As a result, he was fired from the company and will be getting sued by people for damages. The higher-ups who didn't bother fact-checking before sentencing Usami were also demoted and received reductions in their salary. As for Usami-san, she was freed from a home arrest and is doing well at work. Scotto was still doing great and is coming up with other affordable plans to follow the cruise ship. Scotto was on the up and up.
Ah, this is so good. Beer after work is seriously the best thing ever.
You know, you sound like a middle-aged man.
Well, you gotta drink it like this, huh? But are you sure you're okay paying for all of this?
Well, you paid for me before, so this is just a thank you. Drink up.
I'm so incredibly happy. You're so kind and cool. Ah, I like you so much.
Usami-san? Are you already drunk?
Huh? I'm not drunk at all. What are you talking about? What do you think about me, Kumagaya-kun?
Huh? Apparently we are about to step into a new relationship with each other real soon.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.